skunks in our neighborhood, which skunks are fine as long as they stay outside.
Of how your dog feels.
Yeah.
Ready? Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Planning and Zoning Commission meeting for DeKalb, Illinois, this Monday, April 17th, 2023. May I have a roll call, please?
Becker,
Here.
O'Flaherty,
Here.
Pena Graham. Here. Stoker,
Here.
Wright,
Here.
McMahon, Maxwell,
Here.
6 present.
Thank you very much. We'll move to the approval of the agenda. If anyone has any additions or deletions, if not, I will ask for a motion to approve.
Move to approve the agenda as written, Stoker.
Moved by Stoker,
Second.
seconded by Wright. All in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. We'll go to the approval of the minutes from April 3rd, 2023. Again, if anyone has any additions or deletions, corrections, comments. If not, I will ask for a motion to approve.
I move to approve as submitted.
Moved by O'Flaherty. May I have a second?
Seconded.
Seconded by Becker. All in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. This is the public participation portion of the show. If anybody has anything that they'd like to speak to that is not on the agenda for this evening, please step forward. If not, we will move on to new business. We have a public hearing, a petition by Brian and Christy Foster for an approval of a variance to the Unified Development Ordinance in order to construct a driveway addition at 3353 Basswood Lane that exceeds the maximum width allowed. Would you like to step forward and chat about what you're planning? If you would, just for the record, if you could state your name and address, even though I just said it.
Christy Foster, 3353 Basswood Lane.
Thank you.
And Brian Foster.
Thank you.
This is our home. In the yellow, it's a pie.
So we're looking to expand the driveway up near the garage. Due to our lot being like a pie-shaped, it doesn't leave us much room, and there are several other homes in our same neighborhood that have the three car length or car width driveways. So we're just looking to match what other people have in the neighborhood. We have 4 children living with us, one of which is already driving a car. So we have multiple cars going in and out. We don't want to be parking on the street if we don't have to.
Sure. Okay. Is there a staff report?
Yes.
As the petitioner mentioned, they are requesting a waiver, want to do a driveway addition. The UDO, we do have a regulation on the width of a driveway. It's no wider than 40% of the width of the lot, or 36 feet, whichever is less. And per the UDO, the definition of width of a lot is measured at the front lot line abutting a street. That's the definition that's in the UDO. The applicant's driveway is, see the aerial there? This is a modified, there was some more discussion today between the contractor and the homeowner regarding the width of the driveway. It will be 12-foot addition. It's currently 17 feet is the width of the drive. They want to add 12 feet to the north. And then a little change, instead of the pie shape, they want to make it more rectangular, extend it out, go to 18 feet, and then down to the edge of the sidewalk. So this is, in the apron between the street and the sidewalk will not change. This is all on the private property, of course. So they want additional width to accommodate extra parking space, as I mentioned, to avoid a car sitting over the sidewalk or an extra car in the street. As you can see, this is the whole lot. It is quite wide at the back and narrows way down to 40, just over 40 feet at the front. So actually looking at the driveway, the existing driveway width is actually slightly over the 40%. So when the subdivision was approved in 2004, we have a 50-foot wide minimum lot width, so I don't know what happened at that time. I assume it was maybe interpretation of what the lot width is measured. Maybe it was taken further back on the lot, but the way it's defined, it's at the front lot line next to the sidewalk. So it is a pretty narrow lot, the narrowest in the whole subdivision. So I took a look. This is a subdivision west of Bridges of River Mist, off of Rich Road. So I took a look at the subdivision. Hidden Grove, there are 47 lots, and 18 have three-car garages, or 38% of the lot. So this is the narrowest lot, so there's a hardship here. It's a unique lot. It's very wide at the back and narrows down quite a bit. There's no room for additional pavement beyond a two-car garage. They would exceed that requirement of the 40%. So it'd be a total of a 29-foot wide drive, taking up, it's not 46% as the staff report noted, it's actually 71% of the width. But as I noted, the existing driveway even exceeds that. So we believe this is a hardship. The findings of fact for variation in UDO, I've listed all those and supporting information below each one. The main thing is the irregular shaped lot here. And compared to the other lots in the subdivision, it's the narrowest. 38% of the lots had three-car garages. The situation did not come up with the owners. They bought it in 2011. The plat was recorded in 2004. So they inherited it. They didn't cause the variance. It's a hardship based on the width of the lot as it narrows down. And as I mentioned, we did have adjacent lots that do have three-car garages right next door. And we did get 3 letters of support from nearby neighbors, and I showed those with the names. And for the record, I'll just indicate what we did receive there. Got a email from Jason and Whitney Hawkins, 3337 Basswood Lane, noting their support of the variance request, mentioning that for safety purposes, there'll be less cars on the street over the sidewalk. Also, a letter of support received from Margie Lipien, L-E-P-I-E-N, of 3318 White Oak Drive, indicating her support. Also, a public response form was submitted from Amy and Dennis Johnson of 3328 Basswood Lane, stating their support for the variance. So those are neighbors that are right next door to the applicant here. So we'd recommend approval. There was a slight change in the exhibit, just extended out the driveway a little bit to make it easier so the cars don't drive over the grass when they're exiting. So that was worked out between the homeowner and the contractor, and they also wanted the 12 feet so they could hook the drive to a sidewalk that goes around the side of the house. So needed it that wide. Doesn't violate any setbacks on that one side. So a sample motion's prepared, and the revised exhibit is in front of you tonight.
Okay, thank you. If there are no questions from the audience, which obviously there is none, I will close the public hearing and open it up to questions from the commission. And crickets.
Pretty straightforward.
All in favor?
We'll see if we can set a
say aye.
record here. Okay, then I will ask for a motion to approve.
I'll make the motion.
Please.
Based on the submitted petition, testimony presented, and findings of fact, I move that the Planning and Zoning Commission approve a variance to Article 12.03.6.C.1 of the Unified Development Ordinance in order to construct a driveway addition at 3353 Basswood Lane that exceeds the maximum width allowed as shown on Exhibit A.
May I have a second?
I second.
Seconded by Pena Graham. May I have a roll call, please?
Becker,
Yes.
O'Flaherty,
Yes.
Pena Graham,
Yes.
Stoker,
Yes.
Wright,
Yes.
Maxwell,
Yes.
motion passes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Good luck.
Have fun
Good
paving.
luck with your new driver.
Staff reports?
Yeah, just briefly, next meeting
Yeah,
will be a May 1.
You're welcome.
Good night.
Thank you. May 1, we do have one hearing, and that was sent out to the commission. Hotel is proposed along the east side of Peace Road, north of Pleasant Street, which is good news, so that requires rezoning. They have a couple waivers. 121 rooms, Marriott brand, be split between two hotels, actually. Regular standard stay and an extended stay part of it. So the hearing will be May 1. That's the only agenda item at this point. May 15th, we'll have, that's a second meeting in May. We just received a special use permit, Little John School, got a modular classroom, a special use permit, and actually in 2017, they had it for 3 years. They had an extension from the city in 2020. Their timeframe is expiring in June. They would like it 2 more years until they build another elementary school. So that hearing will be May 15th. The last council meeting on April 10th, they did approve the rezoning for 2239 Sycamore Road. That's the warehouse behind Elwood Steak and Fish House that was approved.
Good. Okay.
all.
Is there any update on the dispensary?
Both are working on permits.
I thought the one that already had the license.
Both, as I understand, have a state license, so and zoning through us, so they're working on the interior work for both those locations. They both indicated probably end of the summer opening.
I drive by the lot that the city hall is being rebuilt on.
Oh,
Any idea how long that's gonna take when they tentatively?
they did start up work again. They started some framing on one of the units recently, so
Yeah, they
that,
did a ton in last week.
yeah.
did they? Okay.
So they're picking up
It was
on
about a
that
week and a
this
half
year.
ago, I went by and I'm like,
They were probably concentrating on the tent place and now going back over
Yeah.
there.
yeah,
I think they were focused on Agora Tower, and
sure.
so that site's, yeah, there was some recent work. I just drove by, the
Nice.
framing's going up, so they're focusing on that this year.
Yeah.
Good.
I see it from the back door.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure you do.
Yeah.
Yep. And they're working on this, you may have heard in the news, the property at Hillcrest and Blackhawk, the L-shape the city owns, RFP went out, there was 2 submittals, there was a really good long discussion in front of the council, so when that's worked out, they'll probably be coming back to rezone the site, it's like commercial, and there'll probably be a couple waivers or that with a mix of uses, and so that will be coming sometime down the road.
Do we
from the
also
commission.
know, last fall, we were talking when the city manager was here, about things that could be done short-term to kind of start pushing up the visibility of the city, and we had talked about the welcome signs
Oh.
that he had indicated he thought were going to be pretty quickly made. We haven't seen any. Do you know if they're working on that?
I can check on that, I'm not really
Okay.
sure.
I'm
on
just
that,
curious, because it was something that was like, well, we can do over the winter, by spring, I'm like, I don't see anything.
They did change some of the signs to have the little husky symbol. Yeah, the street
Yeah.
signs. over there.
Street signs.
Yeah, street signs.
You're talking about entryways that.
Yeah,
need to-
and
okay.
coming into the city and
Right.
on either end, so.
I'll check into that.
Sure, thank you.
And also, did you happen to hear anything about, as long as we're asking, about the sandwich shop?
Yeah.
Yeah, what happened to that?
I heard
The one
that
on the
he
south
was
fork?
having some-
Yeah, as far as I know, it doesn't appear the restaurant will be going forward. Just they're
okay.
concerned not really concerned, but they chose not, I guess, to pursue that. So there's, could be other interest in that to do something else there. So, but this time it doesn't appear the restaurant will go forward.
It's unfortunate.
Yeah,
All right, thank you.
yeah.
Jerry?
Nothing. I move to adjourn.
All right. I have a motion to adjourn. May I have a second?
I second.
Seconded by Becker. All in favor, say aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign.